And we welcome you to this presentation of the 2021 South Atlantic Conference Volleyball Championship on the Bears Sports Network, presented by MBA Roofing. Tonight we're at Schufert Gymnasium here on the campus of Lenoir-Rhyne University in Hickory, North Carolina for the 4-5 game in the 2021 SAC Volleyball Championship as the host and four-seeded Lenoir-Rhyne Bears take on the visiting rival Carson-Newman Eagles, who are the 5 seed. Good evening and welcome to the Shoe. Eric Bach, so glad you're along with me tonight for what should be a great night of SAC Conference Tournament volleyball. Lenoir-Rhyne is just finishing up their best regular season since 2006. They finished outright second place in the SAC, earned the 4 seed in this SAC tournament, and are hosting a SAC tournament game for the first time since 2004. They got the 4 seed. There was a 3-way tie for the SAC regular season championship with Tusculum, Wingate, and Anderson. The Bears outright second place earned the 4 seed. Carson-Newman snuck into the 5 seed. Eagles and the Bears met once this year already. That was over in Jefferson City, Tennessee, with Carson-Newman taking care of Lenoir-Rhyne that night. It was a sweep, 3-0. That was, at the time, Lenoir-Rhyne's first loss in conference play. It was back on October 19th. The Bears ended up 14-4 in SAC conference play, and as I mentioned, outright second place, and are coming off a win over Newberry right here on senior night. That was on Friday night here at the Shoe. Carson-Newman comes in winning as well. They traveled over to UVA Wise, took a 3-1 win, but they had dropped a couple of matches in a row before that, both in 5 sets. One to Tusculum, who is the number 1 seed in this tournament, and assuming the Pioneers win tonight against Catawba, the winner of this game will be playing Tusculum. Lots of history between these two. This is the 69th overall meeting, with Carson-Newman leading 41-27 overall. Time for the national anthem here at the Shoe, and starting lineups after that.
Let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the visiting Eagles under head coach Ashley Tiernan. First in reserves, Taylor Rohr. Number 6, McKenna Hall. Number 8, Ella Gamble. Number 10, Taylor Adams. Number 11, Emma Grace Cobb. Number 12, Cammie Mincy. Number 14, Ella Gray. Number 15, Bennett McCombs. Number 16, Jalen Sorensen. Number 23, Cameron Bates. And number 25, Jordan Rambo. And now the starters for the Eagles.
Welcome back to the Shoe in this presentation of the SAC Volleyball Championship here on the Bears Sports Network. Starting lineups right now getting announced for Carson-Newman. Aaron Edwards, Skylar Weaver, Julia Wheeler, Abby Hildebrand, Taylor Kieran, and Blake Cherry. And the libero is Hayden Barton, who was the SAC on the All-SAC freshman team a year ago. And now for the Bears, Mackenzie Halsey, Braylon Faust, Taylor Prawl, of course, Emma Clark, Rachel Buick is the libero, Ashley Hawkins as well. So the Bears, their best conference regular season finish since 2006. This is the first home game they've had in the SAC Conference Tournament since 2004. Now, the format has changed a bit throughout the years. This format of the top 4 seeds hosting quarterfinal games has not been around for very long. So for a while, the SAC champion in the regular season would host the entire tournament. So the winner of this game moves on to Rock Hill, South Carolina, the home of the SAC, for the semifinals on Friday and then the championship on Saturday. But going back to that last meeting between Carson-Newman and Lenoir-Rhyne, that was just under a month ago, October 19th, over at Carson-Newman. It was just not a good night for the Bears. Taylor Prawl hit negative, only 8 kills. And Julia Wheeler, who led the SAC in the regular season in kills with 415. She had 3.45 kills per set. She's in number 5 in navy blue. She wasn't on any SAC preseason list. She has just had a phenomenal season. A couple of Eagles were on the SAC preseason list. Aaron Edwards, who wears number 1, 208 kills. The senior from Midlothian, Virginia. And Hayden Barton, who I mentioned, who is the libero in the white for Carson-Newman, number 9. She was on the All-SAC freshman team. She was preseason All-SAC on the second team along with her teammate Edwards. And the Bears have a couple of probable first-team All-SAC players. That list is officially released tomorrow, but Taylor Prawl, again, will most likely be on the first team for her 3rd season in a row, and Rachel Buick, the libero in black for LR, will likely be a first-teamer as well. 5.7 digs per set, which was 2nd in the SAC. So, the postseason is here. Carson-Newman maybe on the fringe of the NCAA tournament. Probably has to do well in this conference tournament to give themselves a chance. And we are underway. Eagles in navy blue, Bears in white. The left-handed Andrews gets dug out by Prawl, and Hawkins nearly scores the first point of the match, but a great save there by Aaron Edwards, pardon me. I called her Andrews, as Clark hits that one in the net, and the first point of the night goes to Carson-Newman. 18-13 on the year for the Eagles, 11-7 in conference play. A little bit better on the road than they were at home, 8-5 on the road, 6-4 at home, and the opposite is true for the Bears. They have yet to lose a match in this building this year, and there's the first kill of the match for Aaron Edwards. 3rd on the team with 208 coming in. Abby Hildenbrand serving. She's the setter, over 1,000 assists this year for her. And Colette Romp goes long, so the first 3 points of this match go to the Eagles on the road. And a good start for them. Ashley Tiernan could not have asked for a better start. She's in her 3rd season on the bench for Carson-Newman. Clark scores the first point of the night for the Bears. She is one of the best blockers in the SAC, over a block per set, and that is 3rd in the South Atlantic Conference. And Ashley Hawkins, the leading server as far as aces go on the Bear team, does so for LR. Way long that time was Skylar Weaver, the sophomore from Katy, Texas. 3-2 Newman here early. Bears looking for their first win in the SAC tournament since they won the whole thing in 2015. Great dig by Buick there on Edwards. And Romp has a kill. She had 10 on Friday night here against Newberry. A 3-set win for the Bears. LR team, as I mentioned, has yet to lose at home this year. 8-0. That one's down. And a kill for Julia Wheeler, as I mentioned, the SAC leading killer this year. Transfer from Tennessee Tech. Tip by Romp. Great dig there by Barton. Halsey's the setter for LR, and Prall's first hit of the night is a kill. It's off the block, deflected out of bounds, and we're all square at 4 here in the first set. TP coming off a great night, 12 kills, over 275 hit percentage. Edwards has another. Lenoir-Rhyne probably a lock at this point, regardless of what happens tonight, for their 5th NCAA tournament in program history. Carson-Newman won the last SAC tournament that was in normal times back in 2019 as romps off the needle. The point to Carson-Newman. Eagles have made the SAC final 6 times. Talking about the SAC tournament final. They're 3-3 in those 6 appearances, including the win in 2019. Weaver serving. And Romp has another. 2 kills for Collette. Junior from Simpsonville, South Carolina. She'll be back next year. But Prall and Buick will not, the 2 likely first-team All-SAC performers. There's a big kill on the line there for Taylor Kieran, sophomore from Galion, Ohio. 232 kills this season for her, second on this Carson-Newman team behind Wheeler. Taylor Rohr coming in to serve, senior from Windsor, Colorado. Early 2-point lead for the Eagles. Nice dig that time by Wheeler, who can play a little bit of defense. Her and Prall are similar in that way. Scramble there for the Eagles. They're able to get it over. Prall tips, and it's down for a kill. Caught Cherry, Blake Cherry that is, out of position there. TP's got her second. And she'll go back to serve. Trying to win her first SAC tournament game in her time here at LR. And make her first NCAA tournament. What a swan song that would be for her after the career she's had. And off the block, it's Halsey. As the Eagles misplay it, we're all square at 7. The winner plays the winner of Catawba and Tusculum. Prall has a service error there. It's down at Rock Hill Event Center. Very near the headquarters of the South Atlantic Conference. That'll be on Friday. There's Braylon Faust, and as I've said all year on these broadcasts, the Bears have a lot of pieces, but LR goes as Faust goes. Prall and Buick are very strong, of course. There's a cross-court kill for Alana Thomas. She had a great senior night against Newberry. 10 kills, hit .333. Her playing time has ebbed and flowed this year, but she has proven to be a valuable asset for Mark Wimberly to insert in the lineup late in the season. Faust, the line drive serve that tipped the net. Off the block. Big kill there for Taylor Kieran. That is her second. Hitting an even 1,000 so far. And the libero, Hayden Barton, another Texan, or pardon me, she's from Hickson, Tennessee. I misread the notes there. And there's a point, another one off the needle to Carson-Newman. They're up 2, 10-8 here in the early going. First set so important, especially on the road. And Anna Jordan's not able to run that one down off the misplay. This is an LR team that has not dropped a set at home since September 21st. 5 matches at home since then, all sweeps for the Bears. as Emma Clark has her second kill of the night, but they opened the home season against Wingate here on September 14th. That was a 5-set thriller that kind of set the tone for this Lenoir-Rhyne season, that they can compete with the best of the best in this conference, a conference that is historically strong in volleyball this season. Off the block, Clark has another. 2 points in a row for Emma, 1 kill, 1 block. The lead is 1 for Carson-Newman, but then they dropped a set in each of the next 2 home matches after that Wingate game. And another block for Romp and Clark right there. Back-to-back points for LR off the block. Best blocking team in the SAC this season, showing you why. But since October 1st, when Tusculum, the number 1 seed in this tournament, came into the shoe, it's been all sweeps over Tusculum, UVA-Wise, Catawba, Queens, and Newberry. But the postseason, it is a different animal. And Carson-Newman, of late, has had Lenoir-Rhyne's number. 7 of the last 8 in this series have gone to the Eagles. Prawl mishits that one off the serve, and they'll just have to pop it over. Edwards, big left-handed swing, has her 3rd kill of this first set. Bears have been shaky on serve-receive so far in this first set, as Buick's dig attempt there on Julia Wheeler doesn't go as planned for her. So after we were tied at 11, the last 3 points have gone to Carson-Newman. 2 kills by Wheeler and 1 by Edwards. Another shaky serve-receive as Thomas just has to fire that one back over. Maybe a little bit of nerves for LR. This is a situation that Carson-Newman has been in a lot more in recent history than Lenoir-Rhyne. 2019, the Bears lost to Queens in the quarterfinals of this tournament. 2018, they lost to the Eagles of Carson-Newman over in Jefferson City, all in straight sets. And a point for LR. Emma Clark gets the kill. It's actually Alana Thomas, pardon me. So Alana goes out with a couple of kills to stop the bleeding for LR in that set, but not a good serve there by Hawkins. Second service error, and I think most would agree, most Bear fans at least, that this has been a very sloppy first set for LR. 2 service errors, bad serve receive, good serve receive there. And it leads to a kill for Emma Clark as the block goes off the needle. So Clark and Thomas. Emma, the transfer from Georgia State, played for interim head coach Mark Wimberly when he was an assistant at Catawba Valley Community College right here in Hickory. Another point for Carson-Newman. But Emma Clark coming here from Georgia State has been a godsend for LR. As I mentioned, 3rd in the SAC in blocking. Biggest block on the team, according to the head coach. And the numbers certainly back that up. Prawl, able to save it. Carson-Newman trying to get set up. Edwards finds the back line for the kill. Good first set for Aaron Edwards. 4 kills. And hitting .667. 4 for 6 for the senior from Virginia. Now Skylar Weaver serving. Prawl, another. Her 3rd. Also has 3 digs. Joined the 1,000 dig club this year. And there's Anna Jordan, junior from just down the road in Statesville, NC, Her and Faust both from Statesville. Haven't heard much from Braylon so far. See if they can set her up here. They go Prall's way. And a scramble ends in a kill for Edwards. Carson-Newman has done well on those scramble plays here in the first set. Edwards has 5 kills. Wheeler has 4, so the two of the top hitters on Carson-Newman combined for 9 kills of the 19 points here in the first set for Carson-Newman. Prall tips and ends up with a kill. That's why she's so good, is she doesn't always go for the huge hit. She can finesse. She's got good feel about where to place the volleyball. She's as powerful as they come, but also as smart as they come. Gets the serve over this time. And Taylor Kieran ends up with the kill. Danger time here in the first set for Lenoir-Rhyne. Don't want to let Carson-Newman get too far ahead. Faust. Got to get her going if you're Lenoir-Rhyne. It's her first kill. She's been very quiet. Braylon listed as a senior, but will be coming back next year, taking her COVID year. It's a strong low serve, and Clark hammers it home. Emma's 4th kill takes advantage of the poor serve received there for Carson-Newman. It's been a week of the Eagles in Hickory. Just saw the women's basketball team here play in the SAC Peach Belt crossover. Split their 2 games with Lander and USC Aiken. Another point for Carson-Newman. Lots of scoring off the blocks, both sides here in the first set. 4-point lead for the Eagles, 21-17. Looking to take the all-important first set, especially on the road for them. Thomas. Another block point for Carson-Newman. Hildebrand, Skylar Weaver combined for it. Not a great set there. Leads Clark into the net. Carson-Newman pulling away with this first set. Mark Wimberly tries to put a stop to that. Eagles just 2 points away from taking the first set here in the SAC quarterfinals inside Schuford Gymnasium right here on the Bears Sports Network.
Doesn't matter who you are, Everett has you covered. Proud sponsor of the LR Bears.
If you play hard, if you use your feet to chase fitness goals, if you stand all day at work, introducing True Energy Infrared Technology Socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
Welcome back to Hickory and the 2021 SAC Volleyball Championship. The 4-5 game is nearing the end of the first set here inside Schuford Gymnasium. Hayden Barton looking to give Carson-Newman a first set win here on the road. Clark off the block and set point coming up for Carson-Newman. They have been on their blocking game here in the first set. That one by Julia Wheeler, Skylar Weaver, back-to-back blocks for Weaver and set point. Prawl. They go long, and a tip and a point to Carson-Newman. So the Eagles come out the gate strong and take the opening set here on the road. Lenoir-Rhyne will try to regroup and take set number 2 when you come back to the Shoe on the Bear Sports Network.
Moret Stadium is an iconic part of LR athletics, hosting games, tailgating, marching band competitions, sports camps, and graduation ceremonies. The stadium serves as a valued focal point for the greater Hickory area. The time has come to renovate the stadium to allow LR to continue to offer our student athletes, fans, and the community an exceptional experience.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
First set to Carson-Newman, 25-17 over Lenoir-Rhyne here inside Schuford Gymnasium. Brand new floor that you're looking at right there. This is the first volleyball season and first basketball season, first school year on this new floor. Part 1 of the renovation to this facility. New bleachers coming, new video boards coming still. But an impressive opening set for Carson-Newman. 5 kills for Wheeler, 5 for Edwards, 4 for Kieran. A lot of disruptive blocking for the Eagles, who have now taken all 4 sets these two teams have played this year. I was watching Mark Wimberly, the head coach of the Bears, in between the sets, and he barely spoke to the team. He just kind of let them work it out themselves. I'm sure he had some thoughts at the end of the timeout, but it cannot be overstated the job that he has done this year with this team. Coaching change right before the season started as the first point of the second set goes to the Eagles. But a coaching change right before the season started ended up leaving Wimberly in charge. And the Bears have had their best season since 2006 under his guidance. And the SAC Volleyball Awards come out tomorrow. And if there was ever somebody deserving to win SAC Coach of the Year, it is that man, Mark Wimberly. But the first 2 points of the second set have also gone to Carson-Newman as Edwards picks up the kill. So Bears have to wake up here at home. Kind of a tentative, sloppy first set for the home team in the first set, and Carson-Newman was sharp, and they've started this second set sharp as well. Colette Romp scores the first point of the set for Lenoir-Rhyne. Her third kill. Prawl's got 4. Clark has 4. Thomas has 2. Some service errors, some bad serve receive, as that was a really good serve from Ashley Hawkins. And a setup for Prawl. Hammers it home on the back line. second in the SAC in kills per set at 3.48. We're looking at two of the top three hitters in the SAC tonight, Prahl and Julia Wheeler. Wheeler had the most total kills in the SAC and the third most kills per set. That one's out of bounds off of Wheeler. And no tip for the Bears, so they've taken their first lead of this second set. Second set that feels very important for Lenoir-Rhyne to get here at home. Good tip back there by Abby Hildenbrand to save it for her teammate. Very great play by her, the setter who's has well over 1,000 assists this year for the Eagles. But if you're head coach Ashley Tiernan, you could not have drawn it up any better in that first set. 25-17, sharp, focused. Not too high, not too low. Business-like, but looking like they're having fun. If I'm her, I'm loving the demeanor of her team right now. Hildebrand tried to tip. Good dig by Halsey on Edwards. Prahl. Hawkins digs it, and that one goes under the net to Carson-Newman. Skylar Weaver, sophomore from Katy, Texas, serving. Over a kill per set for her this year. She played in almost every single set that Carson-Newman has played. A couple of nice digs for Halsey in this set. And Prahl's got another kill. Got tipped around, but ended up on the hardwood. Haven't heard much from Faust. Prahl's been good, 6 for 12, hitting 500. 3 digs as well. And there's Rachel Buick. If the SAC had a Defensive Player of the Year award, she should probably win it as Prahl goes wide. And we're all square at 5 here in the second set. As I mentioned, all the SAC postseason awards will be announced tomorrow. Taylor Rohr serving. Not a great set for Prahl, but she's able to contort her body and avoid the net. And Wheeler goes wide. Anna Jordan thought about it, but got her body out of the way. Prahl back to serve it. First home match in the SAC Conference Tournament for Lenoir-Rhyne in 17 years, since 2004. The Bears not able to run that one down off the deflected block. And back and forth we go here in the second set, all tied at 6. Don't forget, tomorrow on the Bears Sports Network, we have our first basketball doubleheader of the year. Lenoir-Rhyne men and women will be home against Wingate as Carson-Newman picks up yet another kill. That one by Blake Cherry. 200 kills even coming in to this match. Now 202 on the year for her. She'll go back to serve it. Alana Thomas, she's been really good in her time the past couple of matches. Kill number 3 for her. Faust back to serve. We're tied a touchdown apiece. Speaking of touchdowns, Lenoir-Rhyne football made the NCAA playoffs for the 3rd season in a row. We'll be heading up to Bowie State. And a block, but not enough, as there's a kill for Julia Wheeler. She's got 7 of them now. SAC conference play starts in hoops tomorrow, as I mentioned. Almost tip kill there for Clark and a dig by Buick. Halsey tried to find the open space but could not, and Wheeler blocked. Clark, long, but tipped. And they actually say Carson-Newman was in the net, so Skylar Weaver grazed the net, so the point goes back to Lenoir-Rhyne. Sometimes from my vantage point up here, up top where the cameras are, it's hard for me to see the official that's down in front of the scorer's table, and she was the one that made that call. But Carson-Newman gets the serve right back. Off the kill for Skylar Weaver, so she atones for her mistake. Goes into the net to give the Bears the point, but hammers home the very next point. That's volleyball. Game of momentum, a game of bouncing back. But it still feels like Carson-Newman has the momentum, and that was a double hit, I think. Not sure what for. I never saw a signal. And they're going to redo it. They're going to have to redo the point because I think the referee up top accidentally hit her whistle. She's got one of those electronic whistles, and I think it went off without her meaning it to go off. So we'll redo this point. 9-8 Carson-Newman here in the second set. Big hit from Thomas. Almost ends up in the lap of the student section. Barely able to get it over that time was Cherry. Nice job by her. Eagles in scramble mode and Wheeler. Romp's been great. She's got another. Fourth kill for Collette. Always working that far side needle all season long. That is her spot on the floor offensively for Lenoir-Rhyne, and we're all tied at 9 here in the second set in the 4-5 matchup of the 2021 South Atlantic Conference Volleyball Championship right here on the Bears Sports Network. Eric Bach, very glad you're along with me wherever you may be. Carson-Newman back in front, 10-9 Eagles. Julia Wheeler again. She's got 7 kills. Edwards has 8 to lead the Eagles. Clark has another kill. A lot of blocking action on both sides here in the first set and a half. And the team that has capitalized off of that action has usually scored the point. Edwards finds the hole and has her 9th kill, hitting .692. 9 for 13. That is phenomenally good here in the first set plus. Skylar Weaver serving. She's just a sophomore, so getting a lot of good postseason experience here. Romp, as the dig goes sky high, off one of the ceiling rafters and straight down right between 4 Eagles. It's not a super tall ceiling here in the shoe, so there's a lot of obstacles up there to work around, especially if you're digging one of those line drive hits. There's another line drive hit that ends up a point for Carson-Newman. And it's 12-11 Eagles in this crucial second set. Carson-Newman took the first, 25-17. Lenoir-Rhyne looking to bounce back. Off the block, just barely out. Carson-Newman wise and maybe a little bit lucky to let that one go, but the point to them, 13-11 Eagles. Carson-Newman, by the way, has won 6 straight SAC opening round matches as Halsey tips that one down as the Eagles couldn't find it. Right place, right time for McKenzie, the junior from Sanford, North Carolina. But the last time Carson-Newman lost an opening round SAC tournament match was all the way back in 2011. And that was also, coincidentally, the last time the Eagles traveled to open the SAC tournament. This is historically one of the best programs in this conference. Not a great hit there off the net. We're all square at 13. It's Julia Wheeler, who's only hitting 200 here to start, but Erin Edwards, her teammate, has more than made up for it. Over 700 here in the early going. Not so early anymore. Thomas, well played back there by Wheeler. Cherry gets her own block. Looked like Carson-Newman was in the net there, but no call. And the back tip is saved by Buick. This is a good rally. Faust! Maybe the best rally we've had the whole night. Thomas ends it for Lenoir-Rhyne and gets the crowd off their seats. The longest rally of tonight. Brings some juice into the shoe. All just long on the serve. That's a momentum killer there. Felt like the Bears were getting some momentum heading forward after winning that long rally, but we're all square at 14 in the second. Thomas, cross court. How good has she been? Kill number 6 for her. 4:55. One of the strongest servers on this Bear team, Faust. It'll be a low line drive just over the net. Wheeler saved by Thomas. Crawl from the back row. Good dig by Anna Jordan on Hildebrand. And Halsey misfires there. Back and forth we go. This is the type of set you expect in the 4-5 game of the SAC tournament. Off the block. Wheeler and Weaver combined for that one. Point to Carson-Newman. They're back in front by 1. All-SAC freshman Hayden Barton served. Wheeler. Another for her. She's heating up. Not a good time for that to happen if you're Lenoir-Rhyne. 3 straight points to the Eagles and a 2-point lead for Carson-Newman. Thomas has been the go-to on this near side for Lenoir-Rhyne, and this one's pushed down and in. Perfect job there for the Bears. And Mackenzie Halsey will serve it. Wheeler blocked. Eagles have to scramble. Halsey had that last kill, by the way. She sets up Clark. Right at the net. Clark got hit in the face and is maybe hurt as Carson-Newman ends up with the point. And Mark Wimberly comes out to check on Emma Clark, who seems to be okay. I think she might have gotten hit in the face by the Carson-Newman player right at the net when her, and I think it was Hildebrand, went up. But Mark Wimberly will call a timeout. 4 of the last 5 points have gone to Carson-Newman. We head down the home stretch of this critical second set here in the 2021 SAC Volleyball Tournament on the Bear Sports Network.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Out of the timeout, Abby Hildebrand serving for Carson-Newman. Eagles trying to take the first 2 sets on the road and put Lenoir-Rhyne behind the 8 ball. Colette Romp, she has been the go-to on the outside tonight for the Bears. Alana Thomas, another go-to tonight for LR, who, by the way, in losing the first set, dropped their first set in this building since September. Been 5 straight sweeps. Thomas finds the back line. Ooh, that's a big point for the Bears. Didn't want to fall behind by 3 late in the second set, and they don't. And they put it in the hands of one of the best, if not the best server on this Bear team, Ashley Hawkins. Senior from Olin, North Carolina. Wheeler blocked. Point Lenoir-Rhyne. Emma Clark, one of the best blockers in the SAC, is showing out at the net tonight. Prawl also given credit for that one. Another block. Clark and Prawl back to back. Bears back in front. What a turn of momentum. The kill by Thomas and the back-to-back blocks on Wheeler by Prawl and Clark have turned this second set late. Edwards has something to say about that, though, and we're all tied up again at 19. She's got 11 kills and still hitting .688. Just absurd. Clark taking over for Lenoir-Rhyne. 2 block point kills. And then just the straight up kill there. She leads the Bears with 8 kills tonight. Edwards again, right on the line. 20-20. Can't ask for a more entertaining second set. High-level stuff going on here in Schuford Gymnasium right now. Prawl. Romp, and they can't run it down. Every point so crucial right now And the Bears are playing easily the best they have the whole night. Big serve here from Anna Jordan. The leads for both sides have been slim. Neither team has led by more than 3. There's a bad set and a double hit, the first one we've seen tonight. Bad timing for that one by Weaver, and a timeout for Carson-Newman. 3 out of the last 4 points here late in the second set to the Bears. Eagles will try to regroup and try to avoid this match becoming tied at 1 set apiece when we come back to the shoe in 30 seconds. What an entertaining second set here inside Schufert Gymnasium in this presentation of the 2021 South Atlantic Conference Volleyball Championship on the Bears Sports Network. Eric Bach, so glad you're along with me in what has been a classic second set. Carson-Newman won the first. Lenoir-Rhyne trying to battle back and make this 1 set apiece. Anna Jordan serving. Edwards. If I'm Carson-Newman, I am setting her up every single time here late in the second set. Another block! Faust and Halsey. Lenoir-Rhyne's blocking has brought them back in front here in the second set. It was the back-to-back blocks by Clark and Prawl. That one by Faust and Halsey. Edwards, good dig by Anna Jordan. Hawkins from the back row goes long. Boy, Carson-Newman needed that one. Bears have scored the last 3 points here after it was 20-20. And now Taylor Rohr, the senior from Colorado, the very important serve for Carson-Newman. Prawl. Tipped and down. Set point coming up for Lenoir-Rhyne. The senior first-teamer Taylor Prawl serves it. A push and down. Taylor Kieran with a gutsy play there. Had to place it perfectly and did. Carson-Newman not dead yet here in the second. Cherry with a good line drive serve. Faust. Wheeler. Cross court. There's Rachel Buick. In the middle. On the line again for Kieran. Back-to-back kills from her, and it is a 1-point match here in set number 2. Outside Thomas. Wheeler. Blocked and down. We're tied at 24. Miscommunication there for Lenoir-Rhyne. Carson-Newman coming alive when they needed it most here in the second set. It was 23-20 Lenoir-Rhyne. It is now 24-24. We'll stay right here. Back-to-back kills by Taylor Kieran, and then that one by Wheeler. Wheeler's got 9 kills. Kieran's got 7. Edwards has 12. But how about Carson-Newman staring down the barrel here in the second set? and not blinking. Wonder what the psyche is in both of those huddles right now. It's been an up and down momentum set here for both sides. Highs and lows both ways. Bears trying to win their first set this year off of Carson-Newman. First time they played, the Eagles swept over in Jefferson City. Took the first one tonight. Student section on their feet, trying to cheer the Bears on. Remember, have to win by 2. So at this point, it's first to 26. Wins this second set. Crucial one for LR. Blake Cherry serving. Faust. Wheeler. Set up for Lenoir-Rhyne. Thomas blocked down, but saves it. Big dig there by Anna Jordan on Kieran. And Thomas just has to pop it over. Wheeler again. Blocked again, but saved. Wheeler. Longest rally maybe of the night. Ends with Thomas going into the net. And now, all of the sudden, set point here in the second for Carson-Newman, looking to take the first 2. Biggest point of the night. High drama. This is the postseason. Cherry serves. Long. We're tied at 25. Can cut the tension with a knife right now in this gym. Faust. It's a good serve. They just have to bump it over. Chance here for Lenoir-Rhyne. Not a good set, or wasn't a great pass, I mean. Halsey tips. And here we go. Wheeler. Point. Carson-Newman. I think the Bears were in the net either way, so it wouldn't have mattered. And once again, set point for Carson-Newman. Clark ties us up again. Back and forth we go. 26-26. Longest set Lenoir-Rhyne has played this year, by the way, 32-30. They lost that one to Newberry. Wheeler, dug out by Prawl, might be involved with the basketball net, barely misses. Another chance for Carson-Newman here. Prawl lunges for it and saves it. Romp. The rallies are getting longer here in the end of the second set. Romp again. Scores it! Bears back in front. Timeout, Carson-Newman. Head coach Ashley Tiernan knows how important this second set is. And she calls a timeout. Whew! I'm sweating. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the important set point for Lenoir-Rhyne here in the second. Here we go. Lenoir-Rhyne 27, Carson-Newman 26. Eagles have a one-set lead. Bears trying to make this a best of 3 if they can get this point. Carson-Newman has had 4 set points in this second set and haven't been able to convert any of them. Mackenzie Halsey will serve for Lenoir-Rhyne. A lot of the crowd on their feet. And it's a bad pass. Carson-Newman has to scramble, but they get it over. Hildebrand almost ended up with the kill. Thomas ends the second set. We're just getting started here at the Shoe. Carson-Newman won. Lenoir-Rhyne won. 28-26 in the second set. High drama coming to you from the Shoe after this.
Doesn't matter who you are, Everett has you covered. Proud sponsor of the LR Bears.
If you play hard, if you use your feet to chase fitness goals, if you stand all day at work, introducing True Energy infrared technology socks. These may be the best socks you ever wear. Our yarn is infused with infrared nanoparticles. Your body's natural heat ignites these tiny particles, producing infrared energy that improves circulation and stimulates cellular recovery. It's not magic, it's rocket science. The perfect sock for your active life, for fitness, performance, recovery. Proven innovation to ignite your true energy.
We're rolling here in the third set. The Bears just took a dramatic 28-26 second set win over Carson-Newman, and now it is a best of 3. Eagles took the first set fairly easily, 25-17. And the Bears fought back. Carson-Newman had 4 set points in that second set. But LR fended off every last one of them. And here we are, tied up at 1 set apiece. The first set was the first set that Lenoir-Rhyne had dropped in this building since September. Carson-Newman came out guns a-blazing, and they played well in that second set. But the Bears played just a little bit better. And we are tied up at 1 set apiece. Just getting started here in the quarterfinals of the 2021 SAC Volleyball Tournament. Eric Bach, so glad you're along with me. Hope you enjoyed that second set as much as I did. That was postseason volleyball at its core, especially when 2 rivals are going at it. And Carson-Newman and Abby Hildebrand opens the third set for us. And it's a bad serve. First point to Lenoir-Rhyne. Hawkins serves it for LR. Edwards, she has been out of this world tonight. That is her 13th kill. She's hitting .650 and just keeps it coming for Carson-Newman. Romp blocked off the needle. Point Lenoir-Rhyne. Needles on both sides have been a factor tonight, especially off the blocks. And Rachel Buick, it's so funny for Lenoir-Rhyne because that one is a bad pass and knocked down by Faust and Romp. 3-1 Bears, but the 2 likely first-team all-conference performers for LR, Taylor Prawl and Rachel Buick, both did not even set out to play college volleyball. Prawl thought she was going to play basketball, maybe run track. That one, another kill for Edwards. This is just getting silly at this point. Rachel Buick started her college athletics career at UNC Asheville playing soccer. And now here they are with Mark Wimberly, the three amigos, leading Lenoir-Rhyne to their best season in 17 years and trying to lead them to their first SAC tournament win since 2015, the year the Bears won the entire tournament. Third set starting the same way the second set did. Romp has the attack error there. Clark leads the way for LR with 9 kills. Prahl has 8. Romp has 7. So does Thomas. There's Romp. Lined that one up and knocked it right down the line for the kill. Anna Jordan, who played really well defensively at the end of that set, especially when Carson-Newman had a couple of set points as Prahl's blocked. Buick and Halsey played off their chest, and Hawkins is able to save it. Edwards blocked again. But back to the point on Anna Jordan. Carson-Newman, as I mentioned, had several set points there at the end of the second, and it seemed like the ball always was finding Anna Jordan as that one hits the needle again. We're all square at 4. And Anna was up to the task on the back line defensively for Lenoir-Rhyne. Taylor Rohr will serve. She had a couple of good clutch serves late in that second set. Prahl. That was a hammer that was dug out by Wheeler. Cherry. And now Prahl again, right in the middle. Combo block there for Carson-Newman. It's a very small Eagle contingency of fans here. I'd say single digits, but they're right there in the middle behind the net, and they're cheering loud and proud for their Eagles. Prahl again blocked. Another point to Carson-Newman. But they say the Eagles were in the net, so it's not a point for Carson-Newman, and we're all square at 5. Beg your pardon there as I missed that. So the block gets wiped out as they were in the net. That block doesn't get wiped out. Halsey and Faust had another big one at the end of the second set. Pick up that one there. Bears back in front again, but you can just tell whichever way this match ends up going, it's going to be very close either way. Big swing there from Kieran. Ends up a Carson-Newman point. As Thomas almost crashes into her head coach. These are the type of games that Mark Wimberly's demeanor probably helps the Bears the most, because he rarely gets off the bench, very calm and collected, doesn't say too much in timeouts. This is a team that he told me, especially with the seniors, can easily coach themselves for the most part. I mean, obviously he has duties that he does. Buick can't handle that big hit from Carson-Newman. But his calm keeps everyone else calm, and you could tell the Bears had some moxie about them there at the end of the second set. Both coaches pretty similar in that way. Kieran with a long tip. Prahl from the back row skips the line. We're tied at 7. So good to have postseason volleyball back in Hickory. And so good to have fans here in the shoe with us. After a year of weird and crazy, the Bears, this is the first SAC tournament match for LR since 2019. They had a COVID outbreak on their team at the end of the spring season and didn't even get to compete. They had qualified for the SAC tournament and then did not get to compete in it because of a COVID outbreak. That was back in the days before the vaccines were widely available. That one is out, not tipped by Carson-Newman, so another point for the Eagles. They're up 9-7. But just today, vaccine booster clinic on the campus of Lenoir-Rhyne, and I myself got my booster vaccine and saw several athletes there getting theirs as well. So Clark on the line. She's been great. 9 kills for her. Pardon me, 10 kills for her. She's got 10. Prawl also has 10. Also 4 blocks for Emma. Now almost 5 there. Romp had to contort her back even further back than normal. And another kill for Wheeler there off the tip ball. She's into double figures now with 12. Edwards still leading the way for Carson-Newman with 15 kills. Good serve there that was able to be popped back over. There's Edwards. Blocking has been so prominent, but that one's off the net, or off the needle, pardon me. The point back to Lenoir-Rhyne. As Ashley Hawkins comes back in to serve for the Bears. Leader in service aces this season. Another one for Julia Wheeler. 415 kills in the regular season. She was the only player in the SAC to reach the 400 kill threshold during this season. Good dig by Halsey as she got handcuffed. Back and forth. Prawl. Tipped, got to run it down, they do. Bumped over by Barton. Prawl again. Finds Wheeler. He's also got 13 digs. Romp got a little bit behind that one. Another long rally here in the third. It ends with a Romp kill. Similar to that long rally we saw at the end of the second set, Colette Romp ends it with her 10th kill. So 3 Bears in double figures in the kill category tonight. Prawl, Romp, and Clark. Thomas not far behind with 7. Buick leads the way defensively with 12 digs as well. Prawl again. Romp works the far side, Prawl works the near side. We're all square at 11. Hawkins dives to her right and gets it. Don't let Taylor Prawl heat up. Back-to-back kills for the first team All-SAC performer. And Lenoir-Rhyne's back in front. LR's service errors have been poorly timed tonight. They've been momentum killers. That's the third one that I can remember that seemed like the tide was turning for the Bears, and then they serve it into the net or long. But this third set shaping up to be just like the second. Romp, the tip. Good save there by Skylar Weaver. Halsey with a knuckleball off her hand there. And now a little bit better dig that time. Prawl again. Combo blocked by Kieran. And Romp, another kill. And she lets out a big sigh of relief as that one landed out of bounds off the block. 4 out of the last 5 points to the Bears. And Mark Wimberly will call timeout. Interesting there with LR jumping back in front. But Wimberly and the Bears will talk about it. They've just grabbed the lead back here in the third. We're tied at 1 set apiece. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Bears Sports Network, presented by MBA Roofing. Back here in Schuford Gymnasium on John Lentz Court. Newly refinished. Well, completely new. New wood. It's bouncier. It's better for everybody. Talked to all the athletes, both volleyball and basketball, say that their backs feel better after practice now than they used to with the bouncier, newer floor. Anna Jordan with the serve out of the timeout. Lenoir-Rhyne by 1. Diving dig by Buick. Back tip by Halsey. Saved there by Barton. And that one maybe was heading out of bounds, but Jordan decided to dive for it, and it ends up a point for Carson-Newman. Another kill for Wheeler. She's 1 behind her teammate Edwards now with 14. Faust, that's her specialty, that running hit as Halsey back sets her. But that one wasn't meant to be. And Lenoir-Rhyne in the net, point Carson-Newman. Eagles back in front. Taylor Rohr serving. She's been really good off the serve tonight. Prall's been really good herself in what likely is her last match in the shoe. She's got 13 kills, including that thunderbolt. Neither team given an inch here. It's been within 2 or 3 points in the last 2 sets. Prall goes long on the serve. It's her 3rd service error tonight. And every point precious right now. And an ace. So back-to-back points off serves for Carson-Newman. 1 bad one by Lenoir-Rhyne and 1 good one by Blake Cherry. Thomas, she ended the first set, the second set, and gets another kill there, her 8th. Back within 1. LR of late hasn't played. That hit from Wheeler goes way long. They wanted a tip, don't get it. We're all back. We're all tied up at 16 again, but Bears early in the season played a ton of 4-5 set matches. At one point, they had 3 5-set match wins in a row, including the one over Wingate here at the Shoe. But of late, they've either been sweeping or getting swept. There hasn't been a whole lot of in between. Mostly sweeping. LR back in front off the block by Clark. Bears 6-1 this year in 5-set matches. But again, the timing for those service errors has just been so poor tonight. Not that there's ever a good time for service errors, but the way that it's happened tonight for Lenoir-Rhyne after they get a big point, grab some momentum, and they give it right back to Carson-Newman. This has certainly not been the Bears' best game tonight, but they're fighting through it, as is Carson-Newman. Wheeler again. Out of bounds. No tip. Back to Lenoir-Rhyne.
Now serving for the Bears, number 24,
The complexion of the match would really change if LR was able to win this third set. Another block from Clark and Romp. They get a finger on that one. And another chance for Thomas. Mark Wimberly's off the bench. You can just tell the intensity everywhere as Wheeler's blocked by Romp. Wasn't a good set, and she's frustrated as she chucks the ball back to the ball boy there. Timeout, Carson-Newman. Can feel things starting to shift a little bit, just a little bit. The lead is small, but it's significant in this end of the third set for Lenoir-Rhyne. Up 19-17 over Carson-Newman, looking to take a 2-1 lead at home on the Bears Sports Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Moret Stadium is an iconic part of LR athletics, hosting games, tailgating, marching band competitions, sports camps, and graduation ceremonies. The stadium serves as a valued focal point for the greater Hickory area. The time has come to renovate the stadium to allow LR to continue to offer our student athletes, fans, and the community an exceptional experience.
Two-point lead for Lenoir-Rhyne here in the third set in this presentation of the 2021 South Atlantic Conference Volleyball Championship on the Bears Sports Network. Eric Bach, glad you're with me on a Tuesday night in Hickory. Two of the oldest rivals in the SAC linking up once again tonight in the 4-5 matchup on quarterfinal night of the SAC tournament. What a match it has been, and a point for Lenoir-Rhyne. On a push, they say, and now the officials will come together. And what is happening? They're going to redo the point, I think. Second time tonight that's happened. It's hard to see what the officials are communicating because they have masks on. And they're using those electronic whistles. They are communicating with each other because they have headsets. So you see the two officials there, one at the bottom, one at the top. And now they're bringing everybody together. But with the match, I'm going to try to take the headset off and figure out what's going on here. And it is a point for Lenoir-Rhyne. So they stick with the original call. So at first they called the push, took back the call, and then reinstated the call. That's a big one, though, because it puts the Bears up 20-17 here in the third set. Buick, as she slid, as Romp has to muscle that one over, and it goes outside the needle. Point back to Carson-Newman. That was just a bizarre sequence there. And Hildebrand serving. Another kill for Erin Edwards. She's just hitting a pedestrian 500 now. compared to where she was over 700 in the middle of the second set. Carson-Newman far from out of this thing in the third, only down 1. Now down 2. Emma Clark threads the needle as close as she could possibly get there on the far side, but that's a big point here in the third set. Edwards, my goodness. We've seen some really good players come through this gym this year in the SAC, but none of them have performed as well as Erin Edwards is performing tonight. 17 kills, hitting .548. She's got her Eagles down just 1 here in the third set. Bad pass. We're all tied at 21. Carson-Newman was waiting for that one at the net. And Wheeler serves it. Romp, she's been the Bears' go-to, and they should keep going to her. Her 12th kill puts Lenoir-Rhyne back in front. This third set is eerily similar to the way the second set went down. It ended up being a 28-26 second set win for LR. Long rallies, high pressure points. Faust gets denied by Weaver and knocked over there by Halsey. At this point in the match, a 2-point lead feels like 10. Ashley Tiernan knows it and calls a timeout. This has been a topsy-turvy third set, but the Bears have taken control late, trying to finish it off and take a 2-1 lead back at 30 seconds at the shoe. Two-point lead for Lenoir-Rhyne, trying to take a 2-1 lead here on the Bears Sports Network in this presentation of the 2021 South Atlantic Conference Volleyball Championship. The quarterfinals tonight, 4-seeded Lenoir-Rhyne versus 5-seeded Carson-Newman. These two have given the other everything they can handle tonight. Big jump and a swing there for Skylar Weaver. Jumped out of the gym. And Carson-Newman's got the serve back down just 1.
Serving for the Eagles, number 4, Skylar Weaver.
Weaver, after the kill, will serve. Romp. She has been the go-to, and that is off the face of Weaver. And a set point for Lenoir-Rhyne. My goodness. Colette Romp has the clutch gene. Anytime the Bears need a point, that's where they're going tonight. Anna Jordan serves. Edwards, partially tipped. Prawl for the set. It's out. Point Carson-Newman. No, they say tipped. It was originally out. The original indication was out by the line judge, and then she was overruled. And the third set goes to Lenoir-Rhyne, 25-22. After dropping the first one, they're one set away from Rock Hill in the semifinals. See if they can get there when you come back to the shoe.
Celebrate great with Carolina West Wireless. Great new phones and a great customer experience, all on our great nationwide high-speed network. Stop by today and get big savings on select Samsung smartphones, like $350 off the Samsung Galaxy S20 and S20 Plus, and $350 off the Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. The great savings continue with 4 lines of unlimited data for just $35 a month per line. Celebrate great savings and go stay connected wherever your travels take you.
Soldier Boy bumping through the speakers here at the Shoe between sets. And the Bears are 1 set away from winning their first conference tournament match since 2015. The last and only time in program history they've won this tournament. Carson-Newman fighting for their lives right now in lots of different ways. It's certain the Eagles are on the bubble right now, NCAA tournament-wise. Probably need a good showing in this SAC tournament to impress some people. Their record, they're a better team than their 18-13 record indicates, but the SAC is such a murderer's row in volleyball that they've lost a few games maybe they shouldn't have, but it has been a classic tonight. 2-1, Lenoir-Rhyne over Carson-Newman. Eagles took the first set, and the Bears have taken the last 2. And will try to wrap things up here in the 4th. And finish this 2021 season undefeated in this building. This is very likely the last time LR will play here. Romp. She's been so good tonight and has the first kill of the 4th set. 14 kills for Collette. Her 14 kills also matches a season high. She had 14 in the 5-set loss against Newberry. 5-set win against Newberry, pardon me. Hawkins gets one there. If Colette Romp can get one more kill, that will be a career high. Clark at the net. That ball is won by Abby Hildenbrand as it spun funny on Emma Clark there. And Carson-Newman gets their first point of this 4th set. Clark off the block. Took a funny spin there on Hayden Barton. She wasn't ready for it. Emma's got another kill. Her 12th of the night. 14 for Prawl, 14 for Romp, 12 for Clark, 8 for Thomas. That's most of the offense tonight for the Bears. Cherry from the back row. And a point for Carson-Newman as the Bears were in the net. Julia Wheeler, SAC leader in kills this year. Another dig for Ashley Hawkins, who, by the way, with her last dig, moved into 5th place all-time in Lenoir-Rhyne history. As that ball's in, Edwards gets yet another. Crowd doesn't like the call. It was very close, but I think on the line. So Hawkins now with 7 kills tonight is alone in 5th place in the all-time LR dig list. Romp again. She's got a new career high. 15 kills in the postseason opener for Colette Romp. Big swing there by Blake Cherry. Faust, haven't called her name much, but she comes up big there. Bears have basically done it without her offensively tonight. That's just her 3rd kill. Has had a couple of nice blocks as well, but a misplay there and a service ace for Rachel Buick. Timeout, Carson-Newman. The tide is turning. The Bears have the lead and the momentum here in the 4th set. Trying to move on to Rock Hill here on the Bears Sports Network. Back here at the shoe, 6-3 Lenoir-Rhyne. In this 4th set, Bears trying to wrap it up. By the way, Tusculum has swept Catawba 3-0. So the winner of this one will take on the Pioneers of Tusculum, the 1 seed of this tournament on Friday in Rock Hill. Colette Romp, way long with that one. Much needed point there for Carson-Newman. Still not out of it. Very much in it, actually. Down just 1 set and 2 points here in the 4th. This thing is far, far from over. Romp again. She's got a career high tonight, and she keeps building. 16 kills for Colette. .353 hitting percentage. That's best on the Bears. Perfect timed there by Taylor Kieran, who had a really good 2nd set, but we haven't heard much from her since. The tip kill for Prawl. Bears doubling up the Eagles 8-4 here in the 4th. Anna Jordan, who started the season barely playing at all, and now plays a very prominent role in the back line of the Bear defense. Serves it long. Edwards. Her hit is long. One of the rare misfires tonight for Erin Edwards, who has been absolutely phenomenal. This is the biggest lead of the entire match for Lenoir-Rhyne at any point. Edwards again. Bears are starting to figure her out a little bit. Prawl and Faust with the block there. Wheeler from the back row. Keep feeding Edwards. She goes long again. 10-4 Bears. And this crowd can start to sense it. Still a long way to go here in the fourth set, but the mood has certainly changed from that first set. Good dig there by Prawl on Cherry. And a combo block for Edwards and Kieran. And they just have to bump it over. Back and forth action. Edwards, another kill. She'd been on the struggle bus the past few points, but gets back on track and leads everybody either side with 19 kills tonight. Average is about 2.5 kills per set. Certainly exceeding that number by a lot tonight. Halsey wins that ball to the net with Kieran. Halsey again. This time it finds the hardwood. Alana Thomas comes back in. She's been a big factor tonight for Lenoir-Rhyne as well. Prawl serves. She's struggled in that department tonight, but a good one there. And a push kill there from Halsey. She's been more of a factor the later we've gotten here in this match. And timeout, Carson-Newman again. The Eagles and Ashley Tiernan can feel this one slipping away, trying to stop the Bear momentum. See if the Bears can keep it up when you come back in 30 seconds on the Bear Sports Network. Back here inside Schuford Gymnasium on what was a very pleasant, chilly fall Tuesday here in mid-November in Hickory. Temperatures dipping down into the 30s at some points, mostly in the 40s and 50s still. But it's hot right now in Schuford Gymnasium, and the Bears are feeling it. Up 7. Now up 6. Perfectly timed there by Taylor Kieran, who came into the match second on Carson-Newman in kills with 230 plus. She's got double digits tonight, but a bad serve there from Cherry gives the point and serve right back to the Bears. Carson-Newman has won this event 3 times, including the last quote-unquote normal year in 2019. Lenoir-Rhyne only once in 2015, and that year was the last time the Bears won a match in this conference tournament. Just a little bit too wide that time. Mark Wimberly was off his chair helping the official out with that call. 14-6 Lenoir-Rhyne. Faust's serve grazes the top of the net and almost ends up on the ground. Prawl from the back row, hammered down, her best one of the night. Makes it 15-6. Bears can sense blood in the water now. Good dig by Prawl on Kieran. Wheeler. Feels like it's got to be Wheeler and Edwards every time as Thomas punches that one, but she ends up in the net. And the point to Carson-Newman. Feels like Carson-Newman's got to string off a few points in a row here to curb this momentum that the Bears have built up. Not a good set for Wheeler, and she just has to pop it over with her offhand. Much better set that time. Was blocked by Halsey, and Clark and her cannot combine for it. Another kill for Wheeler. Thomas tips and drops it in. Alana into double figures. She's the fourth Bear with at least 10 kills tonight. Prawl lunges, back for Romp. Her career night continues. (17-8) Lenoir-Rhyne. What a nifty back set there by Weaver. Caught the Bears napping. One of the more crafty points of the night for Carson-Newman. Weaver's been great. Thomas jumps in front of Prawl. And another block. Clark and Romp. Colette's doing it on offense and defense. Emma Clark's got 6 blocks. Romp's got 2. But Clark on the block has been a godsend for the Bears tonight. Doubling up the Eagles, 18-9. Edwards just a little bit too far. When she's missed, it's been close. She hasn't missed a whole lot tonight. Still hitting .405 on the night with 19 kills. Bears 6 points away. Edwards dunks it down. An even 20 for Aaron.
Serving for the Eagles, number 5, Julia Wheeler.
And now a block. Edwards trying to keep this match and this season alive for Carson-Newman. A thunderous kill and a thunderous block back-to-back for her. And out on the serve, they say. Oh, no, it's in. The original indication was out by the line judge down here. But I think the referee on the floor closest to the near side here overruled her, and that was the correct call. It definitely was in. Romp. Unstoppable tonight. 18 kills. Seems like almost a sure thing every time they go to her there on that far side. Rachel Buick serves it. She's had a fairly quiet night for her standards. Wheeler fits that one in on the back line. Julia Wheeler likely to be on the first team All-SAC when it's released tomorrow. Maybe a case for Player of the Year. We'll see. Weaver serves. Diving dig by Hawkins. Romp just a little too far. Oh, and they say tipped. These electronic whistles are impossible to hear, and the signals are a little bit delayed. Been lots of different times where the line judges have signaled different things than we've ended up with, but it was tipped, so a point for Lenoir-Rhyne. Edwards. I mean, what more can you say at this point? The lefty from Midlothian, Virginia, has been nothing short of incredible tonight. Bears up a touchdown, 21-14. All knocked around. Diving play there by Anna Jordan. Prawl gets it down. 3 points away. 17 kills for TP in her final game on this floor. Also 9 digs to go along with that. And a good serve. They tried to tip on the Bears again. Faust the runner. Faust the kill. 2 points away. This crowd knows this will likely be the last time they'll get to watch these Bears. And an ace for Prawl. Says, oopsie. Sneaks it over the net. Match point for Lenoir-Rhyne. Pretty fitting that Taylor Prawl serves for it. Here she comes. Dig by Buick. Bounces around on the ceiling. Thomas tips and sends the Bears onto Rock Hill. They lost the first, win the last 3, and for the first time since 2015, Lenoir-Rhyne is on to the SAC semifinals. Thomas ends it. She ended the marathon second set. And the 2021 season finishes perfect at home for the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. 17-25, 28-26, 25-18, and 25-14. Lenoir-Rhyne takes down Carson-Newman and has a date with Tusculum on Friday in Rock Hill. What a match tonight. Carson-Newman fought hard and did themselves proud, performed well, were a couple of bounces away from going up 2-0, but this night belongs to the Bears. And the storybook season led by interim head coach Mark Wimberly heads to the SAC semifinals, where they get a rematch with Tusculum, a team that they've already beaten. They swept them right here on this floor. And we'll see if they can do it again on Friday. For all of our crew that has been so privileged to bring you Lenoir-Rhyne volleyball in this building all year long, I'm Eric Bach saying so long from the shoe. Good night, volleyball fans, and good night, Newman.